Welcome everyone that clicked in this video. You can call me May, and I'm going to make this a really quick intro because this video is going to be a long one. So by most of you have probably gathered from the title and thumbnail, this is a My Little Pony redesign video. But instead of like most people who either do just Equestria girls or pony designs, I decided to do both on one page. And instead of like most people who do like 2 to 3 designs per video or occasionally 1, I did all made 6. So yeah, this video might take a minute. It has been a minute since I posted. Sorry about that. But anyways, I'm going to just get into the video. Hope you enjoy. Also, the order you see them in is the least favorite to favorite. And that's it.
Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
We're going to start with my personal least favorite character of the bunch, Twilight Sparkle, who also happens to be the main character. So that's kind of funny. Well, not funny. I feel like that's a common thing. You either love the main characters or you don't like them as much. But Twilight's personally my least favorite. Honestly, me and my friends like to jokingly trash her when we're talking about My Little Pony. But yeah, she's personally my least favorite character. There's nothing, now that I look back on it, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just my least favorite personality-wise. I don't like her that much, honestly. So the first one you'll be seeing me sketch out is the Equestria girl design. Her original one, honestly, most people probably disagree with me, but I never found any of the Equestria Girls designs inherently bad. But maybe because I was the perfect age demographic for when they came out, so I just really liked them. I didn't really think about it that hard. I did do what most people do with their redesigns of Equestria Girls and give them normal skin tones, because I think it's probably easier to draw in normal skin tones. I mean, I would have drawn them in their non, but then I would have to figure that all out, and I decided to go with the more common approach. Now, as you can see in the top right corner is a sketchbook of my first sketches of the redesigns, except for one character I had 2 sketches of, but I only used one of them. I also want to warn that I don't draw ponies often, so I think most of them came out pretty good. There are some that came out a little bit weird and not the best. But anyways, I also like when people put them in college instead of high school, because people make the point that they were adults in the normal universe or the pony universe, and now they're not, which is weird. So I like that, but I don't have any majors or anything for them because I don't want to figure that all out. I also redesigned the cutie marks too. I know some people don't and some people do. I thought it'd be fun to redo them. I struggled probably the most with Twilight's. She's definitely more the her personality at probably the start of the show. No, her personality personally hasn't changed much, and I haven't changed much about her role in the story that I really thought about. This is not a full rewrite either. This is just some more character designs, redesigns, and some little rewrite things, but nothing major. So it's probably the same plot pretty much as the original movie. I think for the Equestria Girls, I didn't really think about it hard, honestly. I was just redesigning characters for more the fun of it. But as you can see by the original thing, she was going to have short hair, but I decided to keep the hair and but put it in a bun, kind of like the side Twilight design. And I was going to say, I don't know if this is the side Twilight or normal Twilight, but because of the hair color, it's normal Twilight, just in Equestria Girl form. Now, coloring-wise, character design coloring-wise, I decided to change her hair color mainly. Her body stayed, just took the purple and made it darker. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have as much to say about Twilight as I do probably the rest of them, because she's my least favorite and I didn't put as much thought into her. For coloring, I mainly went with I looked up what most people do for it is look up Twilight and look at those colors, and I thought that was a really fun idea. So I did that, but most of the Twilight colors were in her hair. So but before she was an alicorn, because I did keep her as the alicorn because I liked her design better when I was younger as the alicorn than as non-one, because alicorns were cool. But I decided that originally she had just straight dark blue hair with a white streak, which hasn't been added in this where I am in the drawing yet, but that's for later. But then when she became an alicorn, her hair turned to more cloud texture and got the gradient of a Twilight sky. thought this would be fun, so if I ever make like the princesses in the future redesigns, I could give them all different fun hair textures, because I think that would be like really fun. Like, you know how they all have like flowy hair, except for Twilight, till the weird future design they did for her that we don't talk about. But yeah, I decided to go with that for her hair for a fun texture thing. I also like how in the new generation, even though I haven't watched much of it, I like how most characters' horns and wings are different between each pony. So I decided to go with that too. I made her horn more of a slightly curved up one and longer than normal unicorn horns. And I made her wings more cloud-like, kind of like Pip's from the one. That her wing looks more cloud-like, even though I think they're technically more dove-like than clouds. I like the look of the cloud wings, and I thought it would fit her hair becoming clouds too. I gave her a bunch of stars on her as her pony design, and to represent that in the human design, she has a bunch of freckles. Kind of since the stars are basically freckles in her original design. I deepened the purple of her skin, or her pony form, and then used that same purple on her sweater vest in her human design. I decided to go with the kind of the outfit style that I feel like some people go for it. A lot of people actually I think go for it, like studious one. I gave her a pleated plaid skirt with a sweater vest with the, was it Argyle, I think, pattern or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. With a white button up underneath and some leg warmers with socks, and her shoes are Mary Jane's, even though you cannot tell that in this drawing. Her cutie mark, I decided for I thought would be really fun, because they mentioned that everyone's cutie marks are like, they're all got their cutie marks at the same time, so they're technically all connected, but they don't really do much with that. So I don't see people do stuff with that often, of the changing the like adding something from them all getting the cutie mark at the same time, even though I've seen, like, now more recently I've seen some that do that. But I decided to connect them all in some way. All their cutie marks have like rainbow on them somewhere, like to represent the sonic rainbow. I think that's about it for design. I gave her glasses in both pony form and human form because I thought circle glasses would be cute. Her cutie mark is supposed to represent the elements of harmony. Like, it's kind of like, you know, how there's one representing each of her friends, like her original cutie mark, just in a more different way. I also struggled with what I wanted the background to look like, so there's a bunch of different changes there. I do think she came out pretty well. I like her design in the end, even though she's not my favorite character. Yeah, I have not much else to say about her. She's just Twilight, just in my design and style. So there's not a whole lot that changes, honestly, besides the background. But that's pretty much it that I have to say about her. I think she came out well, and I do have, like, ages and heights for them all. I didn't really realize I said that. I feel like Twilight would be both average height and in the middle line of the ages. Like, she wouldn't be the oldest, but she wouldn't be the youngest. She would probably either be the third oldest or the second youngest. No, not second youngest, third oldest or third youngest. She's in the middle, like right in the middle of age, I would say. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Twilight. And I hope you like her design.
The element of magic. Rainbow Dash.
Now, Rainbow Dash. For all of them, I did use Twilight's base as a reference for sizing, because Twilight would also be the third shortest, Rainbow Dash being the second shortest. Like most people do, they usually make Rainbow Dash really short and another one really short, but we'll get to that when we get to her. I like the idea of her being like a short, sporty girl and having like a cocky personality. I don't dislike Rainbow Dash as much as I dislike Twilight, by the way. She just isn't my favorite because I'm not really into the cocky-esque characters or the stuff like that. Yeah, if you can see in the reference design I have for me sketching them, you can see the little pony one I wanted to talk about because this is the only one I really have lore for that I thought about. So in this version of Rainbow Dash, when she was younger, she had like cloud-like hair. Like her hair was white and cloud-like. And then when she was doing but then when she did the race thing and made a sonic rainbow, is when her hair turned rainbow and got all spiky because it got straightened out. Did she like hit go through the Rainbow Factory and get a bunch of color on her, or did she, is there a Rainbow Factory? Yeah, there's a Rainbow Factory thing, not the creepypasta. She went through the, like, did she go through the way all the rainbow colors are in the show, like, and get them on her and then get the hair color? Or did she run through a rainbow and then get the hair color? I don't know, but I thought it'd be a fun little added thing to her for her rainbow design. And how I portrayed that in the Equestria Girls design is that her hair on the side where it's shaved is white, but the rest of her hair is rainbow, and it's dye at the start, but then maybe if she comes in contact with equestrian magic, then maybe it would turn permanently rainbow. Her cutie mark, I did have a little bit of trouble with it. Like, I kept changing her cutie mark, I'm gonna be honest. I see a lot of people go for either a sporty or a Adam Sandler type of outfit style for her, but I decided to go in the direction of skater girl for some reason. I just like the aesthetic of the, like, crop top on top of a long sleeve shirt, like turtleneck long sleeve shirt with the baggy cargo jeans. I think it's really cool, and I wanted to give it to someone, so I gave it to Rainbow Dash. Now this one, I will say the pony's not probably the worst drawn pony out of them all, only maybe closely followed by the next one. It just, there's something with where the eye in the back connects with the nose and stuff afterwards that looks a little bit odd, but you know, not terrible. Also, the wings didn't come out how I probably would have loved them to come out in that one. I feel like I could have done better at that. But besides that, I do like the design I ended up with for her. In the Equestria Girls form, I gave her a baggy, like, varsity jacket that is like the Wonder Colts colors, or what I think they are anyways. It's just the what's it called, Wonderbolts colors. That's what I meant. I mean, Wonder Colts are the, like, probably what school team they have in this college universe or whatever. I also do realize I think I made her torso in the human design a tiny bit long, so it looks a little bit goofy, but that's fine, you know, you live and learn. I did enjoy making her design though. She was really fun to do. As you can see with the cutie mark, I decided to go with a rainbow lightning bolt through clouds, even though technically it should be like a blue lightning bolt through, like, the rainbow, like the sonic boom ring things, or the sonic rain boom things. But I just like to look at the clouds better, so that's what I did. Yeah, you can see her pony design is a little bit proportioned weird, but I wanted her to be short and spicy. I did sadly only hear of the headcanon of her being a Latina afterwards, and now I'm really disappointed that I did not do that. So I'm fixing that with saying she's half Latina, half white. Boom, there you go, fixed. She just got her dad's skin tone more, because he would definitely be the white one. No, but I do think Latina Rainbow Dash is a great way to put it, but I did not, because I didn't even think about it. And now I'm sad about it. I did, if you could not tell by the shoe color, the reference to she has Sonic shoes on. I could not do that. We're a household full of Sonic fans in this household, to have, like, the certain character creeping up on the screen right now, but that's besides the point. But I wanted to reference Sonic in her shoes because I thought that was too good and fit too well. Her role is pretty much the same as it is in the same ones before, but the only difference is that I gave her a little bit more story to her hair and stuff. I will say that some people are like, oh, you gotta look at the parents' designs, and I do like the idea of looking at the parents' designs, but I would just change the parents' designs to fit my designs a little bit. I also lightened up her eyes so they were more pastel pink, so they would stand out even more than the bright pink. Her wings are also different because, again, I wanted each of the characters' like the pony's wings and or horns, and even, like, hooves or whatever, to be different from each of them, like stuff like that. I did add Pegasus have, like, little, like, feathers or something related to them on the bottom of their feet. As you can tell, hers are more like cloud feathers and lightning bolt looking feathers, depending on what part it's on, if it's a white on the white part or on the blue part. And she has, like, the little feathery and cloudy thing on her ear, which does go over into the other Pegasus, I believe, in some type of way, technically. Do kind of wish I fixed her shirt up a little bit more interesting on her human design, because it is sitting a little bit weird on the body I gave her body, and I don't know what to do about that. But you know, honestly, after I finished these all, if there was something wrong with it, as long as it wasn't too like super noticeable, then I left it. But yeah, I think her design came out well in the end. I do like it. I know some people might not like it because it's not the sport, like her outfit might not be what you think, because I did the skater girl vibes instead of like a sporty vibe. But that's fine. You know, this is her like casual daily wear, not just her, even though she totally would just run in this all the time as well. She wouldn't really change often. And I know people think she might not like be into style, but she probably wants to look cool, you know? So I get, and also I just really wanted to draw someone in this style, and she's the only one that really fit. But yeah, I think I like how she came out in the end. I think her cutie mark came out really well too by the end of it. I don't know if I gave the cutie marks too big on the pony forms or not. And as you can tell by the decoration on her pants, it's supposed to represent her cutie mark without being just her cutie mark copy and pasted, even though it basically is. It's like a lightning bolt with a cloud around it. Rarity definitely did that, by the way. If there's any like special design choices on any of these characters, it was most likely Rarity being like, let me do something. Yeah, and she has the cutout eyebrow thing, because why not? I think she came out well, and one of my best friends, her favorite when she was younger was Rainbow Dash, so I hope I did her justice. Plus black nail polish. And that's pretty much all I gotta say for Rainbow Dash. I hope y'all think her redesign is really cool. I've made it. I hope you. I mean, like, and that's all I have to say for Rainbow Dash. And I hope you think her design is at least 20% cool. Okay, so I had to make a 20% cooler joke. At least 20% cool. You know, maybe I'll just go with that. Hope you at least like her design. I hope you at least think her design is kind of cool. 20% cool.
Represents the spirit of loyalty. Why, Rarity, you are a talent.
Rarity is the pony I probably grew to love the most. Like, when I was younger, I didn't get her, like, I didn't like her as much, but she was fine in there. But when I grew up, I started liking her more, and I also like sewing and stuff, so I was drawn to that part of her character, of her fashion design and stuff. I realized I don't think it's, by the way, Rainbow Dash is probably the youngest of the group, or the second youngest, I haven't decided. Rarity is probably either the third oldest. She's like where Twilight is. Like, her and Twilight are either one's older than the other, and I can't tell what way I want to go, if Rarity is the older one or if Twilight is. But Rarity is the third tallest. She's taller than like Twilight would be average height-esque for a girl. Rarity would be above average. I tried to give her a curvy body type, and I think it came off kind of well. I think it kind of worked. With her outfit design, I don't remember where I saw something like this, but I thought it'd be fun to do something completely different. So I gave her like an off-the-shoulder white dress jacket thing, and then she has like the turtleneck, sleeveless turtleneck on underneath with the little cutout on it. I almost made her wear her glasses around her stuff, but then I decided I would just make them folding glasses. And I realized I'm jumping around topics a lot, but that's besides the point. I tried to give her like the fun sleeves and some shoes with the diamond heels. She's the only one that really kept the full-on boots, like the original designs. I realized I didn't talk about Rainbow Dash's original design. I honestly don't mind Rainbow Dash's original design. Me, my friend, and my sister actually all really liked it, especially when they're younger, even though I know people do not like it because they don't see her wearing a skirt, but she has the shorts underneath the skirt, so I think it works. Rarity's original design was probably, I say, the best out of the main six, because it just was simple, except for with the white skin tone. The white shirt almost blended in like not as cool way. I wanted, if you can't tell right now, I wanted to change her design up more. She's definitely the closest to her original self, but I couldn't change the colors. For some reason I couldn't bring myself to change the colors. I just kept with the white and purple because it looks nice, it's clean. I almost wanted to change it because I kind of wish that Rarity and Twilight weren't both represented by purple in most things. And I know Rarity technically has the blue element of harmony, but that's again not, even though Rainbow Dash is also blue, even though she has the red one, but that's just, yeah. But I didn't change her design as much up as I probably would have liked, but that just proves that Rarity's design is a bop. Her hair, as you can tell, is just her hair on her Equestria Girl design is just basically my version of drawing her hair like it is in the show. I mean, I like it. I think it came out well. It was a pain to draw because I was struggling to get the curls to look right. But yeah, she has like sewing kit on her, both pony form and her human form, because she is always ready to mend something if needed. I do not know why I added a diamond to her cheek on her human form or her pony form. I just thought it was a fun design idea. She has plenty of jewelry on both forms. Well, more on the pony form, surprisingly, than the other one. That's what I did to change the design up. I just added accessories. And I did give her hooves because I thought it would be a nice design aspect, and also the design of the hooves I liked. Her horn is just normal, either normal unicorn or just slightly shorter and pointier than a normal unicorn. It's probably just like either slightly taller or just pointier than a normal unicorn horn. Not much to change there. Her cutie mark was the thing I probably was the proudest of all of them, and I kind of love it. It's my favorite thing. As you can tell, I was doing the art, the colors and stuff. But her cutie mark, I decided to go with needle and thread, but the needle is a crystal. And it wraps around 2 other crystals, so it still keeps the 3 crystal vibes, but one of them has turned into like a sewing needle looking one. And the rainbow in her cutie mark is the thread, also matching the rainbow thread she gets when she like gets the, like, you know, help somebody with your, like, what your, like that helps somebody and you both learn a lesson from it, or wherever that was. Story plot. But and then also it looks kind of like the needle jewel is like guiding the way to the crystals, you know, like how she originally got her cutie mark. So I thought it was like a multi-meaning cutie mark, and I thought it came out really well. Probably my favorite cutie mark redesign of them all. Not probably, is my favorite cutie mark redesign of them all. I love how it came out. As you can see, I gave her like diamond looking hooves because I wanted to add more to her design that didn't just look like the normal version of her. I don't know if it is a nail polish like thing or hoof polish, I guess it would be called, or is just her natural hooves. You can't really tell though. I think I added it at this point. If not, I added it later. She does, at either some point or already has, gets like slight blue glitter all over her pony body for, again, more slight difference from her original design. What can I say? They just really did well with her original color scheme. So I didn't feel like I should change up her design too much. And also, I really like Rarity's design, so I didn't want to change it too much. Yeah, she's definitely the one that, if there's any detail on her friend's clothes, that she made them. She adds the sparkly boots with, like, it looks like just slightly redesign of her Equestria Girl boots, but they are probably the nicest boots, so you know it's fine. She's just a fashion icon, I guess, and I do think she came out really well, and yeah. And that's all I really have to say for Rarity, and I hope you like her little redesign.
Generosity! A pleasure making your acquaintance. I'm Applejack.
Applejack, who is my sister's personal favorite pony, and I think she's great. I know a lot of people don't like Applejack as much as the other ones, or do a joke that she's a background pony, but I don't get it, because Applejack is great, and she's my 3rd favorite, or my 2nd favorite. Honestly, her and the next pony are interchangeable for who's my 2nd favorite, but this is how I did it because when I was a kid, the next one was my 2nd favorite. Pretty much for anything above Rainbow Dash, I just really like them all, and at any point they probably could switch around except for the first one. But, and it's not that I don't like Rainbow Dash. In Twilight, it's just I like the other 4 better. Well, I mean, I just don't like Twilight, but I do like Rainbow Dash. But anyways, She's just the country girl of the group, you know? The classic, great character thing. I gave her slightly more curly hair because her mom has really curly hair and her dad has pretty straight hair, so she has like the slightly wavy hair more than curly. And like if I redesigned Apple Bloom, she would have her mom's hair more probably, and Big Mac would obviously have his dad's. But I decided to go with that because I thought it was a cute nod more towards her mom and to make her look like her, to make her mom be represented more in her design. But using the colors and stuff, you can't really tell. I don't know what I'm even saying. I decided to give her overalls. I almost gave her just jean pants, but overalls I thought would be more fun to draw. I did break off on the straps for a little bit, added fun detail. I was originally going to do tight overalls, but I saw somebody give Applejack bell-bottom pants, and I couldn't help myself but give bell-bottom overall pants. The patch on the side, she probably got ripped, and then Rarity probably sewed a patch, because Rarity could not just let a huge, like, messy, probably home-sewn patch that looks just like an old blanket got cut and patched up. Is probably what Applejack counted before, and Rarity was probably like, no. She wouldn't let her friends walk around like that. She also has like a flannel because that's a classic design trait. Her pony form is just slightly, for both of them I did muscular. I think she was she's a buff girl, you know? So I did that for her pony design too, by making her look a little bit more like, I guess she looks a little bit more front heavy, you know? I also wanted to, I see people use red in her design instead and then green in her design instead. But I also really liked Applejack's normal colors, so I just added them all. It might be a little bit cluttered, but I think it came out nice. Because I couldn't decide if I wanted red, but yellow and orange are so classic to Applejack, and I feel like I couldn't change that, even though I definitely could have, because none of their designs have. The one that's changed the most is probably Twilight, because color-wise, because I guess I wasn't attached to the character. I tried to give her like chipped off nail polish, but that just looked like weird, so I got rid of that. As you can tell, the rainbow part on her key mark is the stem of the apple. Again, all connected by the sonic rain boom, so yeah, so I added that. I saw some people do this, and I thought it was really cute, is that her, even though it's heavily implied, I just didn't think about it, is that her hat is her dad's. But remove that scene from that one episode where she has like 50 of the same hat in the drawer. No, she only has this one. That's why later on you'll see it gets a bunch of like scratches and like stuff on it and is like damaged and stuff, because she definitely only has the one, but she always wears it all the time. And I wanted to give her something from her mom, so I did the bandana, which if I redraw her parents, her mom would have a bandana. Like they'd each have one thing they gave their kids. I think each, like, she would have a bow and a bandana, and the bow went to Apple Bloom, the bandana went to Applejack, and she probably had something else she gave to Big Mac. Didn't get that far in the re-story plot thing. But yeah, so she got those two things from her parents, so they will look, later on I'll add like more of a worn out look to them. So they look worn and nice. And also I thought it was a fun design to have a bandana, because I didn't know what I wanted the bandana to be, but I knew I wanted one. I also gave it the green color to represent the Paramore. Paramore? I almost sound like I said Paramore. The pear, more. She also has a bunch of scrapes and scars, not scrapes and bruises, even though she should have bruises, but I didn't give her any because that would probably look more muddy. But I gave her a bunch of scars, like little scars from probably just farming and stuff, on both her pony form and her Equestria girl equivalent form, or human form, I guess is a better way to put it now. Because she's probably just like accidentally like cut herself on the fence or something, or like did something stupid and fell and got a little gash on her arm, or got a little cut on her arm. So like obviously like nothing too like dangerously, probably, right? I mean, let's be honest, Applejack would be the first one to like throw herself in front of her fence to protect them. So some could be from that. I don't know. I just thought they looked cool. I did give her little swirls on like her jeans and stuff to add more detail to them. Her pony form, I gave her tail, like ponytail, like the tail of the pony, even though she does have a ponytail. I tried to put it in a bun to keep it out of the way, but still have a lot of hair if she wanted to. She has hooves. Her cutie mark, it might look a little over-designed, but I did ask my sister on her opinion because I wanted to add either the lasso or the hat or both, and then she said, why not add both? And she's a resident Applejack fan, so I did it. Also, if you can't tell, the seeds on the cutie mark are supposed to look kind of like pears, to hint to that, because I feel like all their designs should have more like I feel like all of their cutie marks should have like at least a little reference to a pear, but you wouldn't be able to tell it was a pear without looking at it, like from looking at it until later. Also, she is probably the either oldest or second oldest, and also the second tallest of the whole group. But she is the strongest and could probably lift up all of them at once because she is strong. And she has freckles because I gotta keep that design part of her original design because I like adding freckles to characters. So yeah, that was basically I think all I have to say for Applejack. She's like all the characters, their character themselves hasn't really changed much, but I think it came out well. I also hope my sister, the resident Applejack fan, likes it, and if she doesn't, I have failed my mission here today. And I hope y'all like her redesign. I did just say all because country, by the way, I don't usually, so it came out a little bit cringy, but we're gonna keep it.
Honesty. Surprise! Hi, I'm Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie! Pinkie Pie is my second favorite from childhood. I think she's adorable and cute. In this version of her, I gave her the round, like, more plump design because I've seen a lot of people do that, and I thought it was adorable. And I also made her short, the shortest of the whole group. She's a short little plump princess, you know? Like, I love the design of the short, but, like, bigger girl. Like, I think it comes off really adorable. I do, however, kind of wish I'd changed the pose I gave her because you can't really see her feet, and if I changed any of that design, it would look a little bit weird. But besides that, I really like how she came out. She's also probably the either youngest or second youngest of the group. I haven't decided yet. Her and Rainbow Dash, one of them is the youngest. Probably Pinkie Pie, though, because her pony design especially looks really cute and young. I had a hard time, though, figuring out a pose for both her human design and her pony design, but especially her pony design. Oh my goodness, that draft is a little bit... Oh, that draft needs some help. Oh, no. I do like how it came out in the end. I think it's literally probably the best pony design. Like, how the body is drawn. It looks a little... Like, the face looked a little bit weird at the start, but I love how it came out in the end. I gave her, like, the aesthetic for her outfit. I gave her, like, the made, like, cook aesthetic, made aesthetic. Not made. The cook aesthetic. Like, she has the apron and like little chef's hat. She also has a bunch of colors. Was it Harajuku? Is that the one that people use a lot for Pinkie Pie? And I love that idea. The one fashion that has like you use a bunch of accessories and have a bunch of stuff on your hair and stuff. I do like that aesthetic, and I think for Pinkie Pie, and I think that's kind of what I went for, but I didn't go as super crazy in the details because I didn't know what else to add. I decided to go with, again, another popular headcanon of her being black, but I also gave her vitiligo because I think that looks really pretty, and I hope that's okay. But I like how I think she looks really cute. She might be one of my favorites. Honestly, now that because I have a little photo of her to the side to make sure I don't forget what I wanted to say about her, or like forget key points. But I think she might have came out one of the cutest. I do think I might have made her pose, though, a little bit too symmetrical. Like, and too same and stuff. Like, I kind of wish I gave her more of the, like, her pony pose, but it's more, like, off-center or whatever. I also want to give all the ponies and the girls themselves slightly different hair designs. So as you can see, the Pinkie Pie, like, right now looks very similar in both. But that will change. Her pony hair will change. But yeah. As you can see right now, I'm drawing a bunch of bracelets. I decided that's what I got from the Harajuku Ever Fashion. I think that's what it's called. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I decided to go with a bunch of bracelets, and they're a bunch of, like, basically friendship bracelets. Like, each one represents one of her friends. And cheese sandwich, because the fact that they ended up together in the end just makes me happy because they were like the one that everyone like shipped. I feel like looking at my Little Pony ships, I feel like that was one that everyone like, oh, that's adorable. But I never actually thought it would happen because I didn't think he would come back. But I'm so glad it did. And they're so cute. So I added a cheese sandwich bracelet too. She also has her whole family bracelets too on the other arm. Like her left arm, or two looking at her, her left side has the friendship bracelets and her right side has the family bracelets. She also has a bunch of little fun stuff in her hair. I feel like there was a reference to something in there, but I can't remember if there was. I don't think there actually is. I don't know. Her cutie mark, I decided, because I like the balloons, but I wanted to do something more fun and exciting, party based. So I did a present opening up with a bunch of stuff in it, like a cupcake, a party cannon, which is the rainbow part of it, balloons, confetti, but the confetti piece of colors, they look a little bit weird, but they're also to represent her friends, because like the elements of harmony color wise, because for some reason I decided to go with that. The ones connected to elements, like the ones representing the elements of harmony the most, were her, Twilight, and Rainbow Dash. Because Rainbow Dash made the Sonic Rain Boom, she has most rainbow. Pinkie Pie, I feel like maybe because of her pinky sense, I gave her that. I do not know why, but I think it came out well. Like, I do think the idea of Earth ponies having some type of magic, like they did in Generation 5, I do like that idea, except for the fact that they gave them all Earth magic. And what the one main guy can talk to animals besides that. I do think Earth Pony Magic would be fun, and I think Pinkie Pie's is the pinky sense, and Applejack's is probably like something to do with plants. I don't know. I didn't really think about it too hard. Yeah, she's they're all, I realized I never got back to the college thing, because I never had really anything to say about it. They're all just in college, or not doing school, and she's like working in the bakery or something. I don't know. I also gave her heterochromia, I think that's how you pronounce it, the 2 different color eyes, because when I drew, for fun, I did redesigns of the Pony OCs I was younger. I might make a video on that later, but I decided to give one of the characters that was based on Pinkie Pie heterochromia, and I liked that idea, and I'm like, wait, Pinkie Pie with it, that fits. So I gave her yellow and blue because those, and also I couldn't decide what eye color I wanted to use, I think. Because those colors just work really well with Pinkie Pie. I also gave her like the 3 split hair color, or technically the 2 split with the color in the middle, because I wanted to give her like a different hair color, but I also like the pink on pink for Pinkie Pie. So I decided just to mix it all and add everything. The balloon earrings are also nods to her friends based on the color, and you can tell I have a bias to 2 characters, with 2 of them being on one ear and the other 3 being on the other. But we'll get to my favorite character after Pinkie Pie, even though My Little Pony fans can guess it. I also gave her like socks, like the colors that are not on her outfit already, like the rainbow-esque colors that are not on her outfit already, in gloves and socks forms, and give them all different patterns. Her skirt is a double-layered skirt. One is the polka dot pattern, one's the stripe pattern. She has like multicolored nails, and then she has a choker with a white poof on it, and I don't know why I added a white poof on it, but I didn't know what to do for that. As you can tell, also I did change the pony's hair design to be a little bit more different, and give her a hoge. Is that what it's called? A hoge. But yeah, I think her design came out really cute. I think I gave her little pink cheeks. I can't remember if I kept those. I actually think I might have got rid of those. I did struggle with coloring, I think, her hair on her pony form, like figuring out how that all worked. But I do think her pony form came out really cute. She does have the same thing as Rainbow Dash, even though in her human form it comes off as vitiligo, and Rainbow Dash doesn't have anything like that. But it's supposed to look like frosting in her pony form. I do think that the 2 other colors in her hair appeared after she got her cutie mark as well, or she dyes them, one of the 2. The freckles are just permanently stuck on her hair. The freckles, I meant sprinkles. The sprinkles are actual part, like just stuck on her hair. I said freckles because later on I had sprinkles that look like freckles. That's what I was gonna say, but I just haven't got to that point yet. Yeah, I really like how her design came out. I think she's really cute and bubbly, and she's just Pinkie Pie. And that's really all I have to say for Pinkie Pie. I really like her design. I think it came out really cute. Now I like her. Look, cute babe. And I hope a lot of you like her design too. At least the Pinkie Pie fans. Hopefully they do. Anyways, next.
Laughter! I'm FlutterShy. I'm FlutterShy.
So now the one that you probably all guessed, and my personal favorite character in the whole show, FlutterShy. If you didn't see her coming, then you probably didn't know the main 6 of My Little Pony and who they were. Even though I know a lot of people that know me personally know that she would have been up here anyways. But we're not here to talk about why she's my favorite. We're talking about her design and character and whatnot. So, like the other ones, I realized I didn't talk much about the college thing, but again, I didn't have much to say about it, but I do like when people age them up like that. She definitely went through some design changes, like what I'm drawing right now is not even what I ended on. But I decided to make her the tallest of the group. She's really tall and lengthy. I tried to make her pose look like her shoulders are like slumped down, like she's kind of like leaning forward. Not even leaning forward, but like, you know, putting her arms forward more. So that's what that looks like. Her pony design is also tall and lengthy. She's probably the oldest or second oldest. I can't decide if she's older than Applejack or not. I haven't got that far. But I do remember the line in the one episode of her telling Pinkie Pie she was older than hers. That makes me think that she is one of the oldest. Not because Pinkie Pie is not one of the oldest. Just because I felt like it fit. Her pony design, I remember I didn't see many people like change the wings and stuff. And I'm like, why don't I give her butterfly wings? And I saw some people doing it after I decided that. And I realized some of them said like they based her off the old Breezies. Which I don't really know anything about the old Breezies. But I decided maybe like the Breezies in this universe were originally big and more pony-like, or can change their size, and one of her parents is a Breezy or something. So I also gave her little like antlers in her pony form, and then she has like the little feathers on her ear, like Rainbow Dash did, but it looks more like one feather to make it look like her ear, and that is like a butterfly looking thing. She has a lot of butterfly motifs on her pony design. She also has it on her hooves, but that's not drawn yet. She also has like little bead hooves. As you can see, I changed her outfit. I decided to let her hair out of the braid because I thought it would be more like Fluttershy. The braid was cute, but I didn't feel as Fluttershy-esque as the just hair down did. I gave her a long cardigan based off a cardigan I found in real life that was yellow that inspired me for this outfit. And I have a long pink skirt in real life too, so those two things inspired this outfit a lot. And I decided just to add a green sweater because the green works really well with her color scheme, I think. And just some brown shoes, as you can tell by the color pick choices there. I also thought more lore story-wise in the thing is as in her pony form, she has this design, and that's more why she was bullied. I mean, I do still think she wouldn't be the strongest flyer when she was younger. I think she would fly kind of like a hummingbird, like can fly very fast, but she usually just like flies slowly because she doesn't need to get anywhere fast. But I do like the idea of her being able to fly really fast, like I know the tornado, I don't know what that episode, what is that episode called? Tornado Fluttershy or something like that? I don't remember what that episode's called. But I know in that she did gain speed, even though technically it was just enough to push over. But I like to think that she just got really fast, you know. That's my personal headcanon. I also kept the snag tooth that she has at the end of the Flutterbat episode, because the fact that they never bring relevance to that ever again is kind of funny. And I think it's really cute. She could either have Bat Pony heritage, or she could just have the Flutterbat episode. Maybe just the Flutterbat episode, actually. Just the little snag tooth left from that. And I added it to both designs. Even though technically she wouldn't have got that. Maybe again when, Rainbow Dash, when she came in contact with Equestria magic, maybe that appeared. But with her colors, I decided just to lighten them up, make them more pastel. And I added a little bit of green to her tips of her, hooves and stuff, her hooves, ears, antlers, her wing fluffs that are supposed to be the bottom of a Pegasus wing just going into butterfly wings. I decided to add flowers to her hair in her pony design. I think I might have added too many looking back on it, but I thought it was a fun design detail. She has like little freckle like flower things on both her human and her pony design. Also, with all the pony designs, I forgot to say, I did put the outline of the eye color, or like the top and bottom of the eye color as in like a actual color and not just black, for more fun added detail and a more cute design. And those colors are also faded on the human versions on the end of their eyelashes and stuff. She also has like the little butterfly motif on her tail thing. I don't know what you'd call that. I will say this one was probably the hardest to figure out a cutie mark for. What you see right now is not even what I settled on. That took probably the longest. Because I wanted to put more animals into it. Because she's not just like helps butterflies, she helps all animals. But yeah, I do think the idea of like special talents, maybe giving you special abilities, like she being able to understand animals, whether to talk to them or not, I don't know, but understand them, you know, I feel like that's good. I realized with other ones I never really talked about ships, but that's because I never really had any like preference, except for Pinkie Pie, because that one was just perfect. I know Fluttercord is a very popular ship for this, and I do like Fluttercord. I do think there's a definite age gap, but in my mind, you know, he froze in time when he was probably like just like a couple years older than her. She is in the story now, so you know, it all works out. As you, I don't know why I really care, man. As you can see, I added like to her, I did the cutie mark, I added like the little plus mark for like the health thing, and I made that the rainbow part because all of them had to have a rainbow part because again the Sonic Rain Boom. I added paw prints to her cutie mark to add more animal things, and then the antlers on the butterfly's post kind of resemble bunny ears-esque, but not be bunny ears at the same time. Because I didn't think bunny ears would look the best, but you know, I think they do kind of look like bunny ears. Again, don't get attached to this background. It changes like right as I draw it, because I realized the backgrounds I drew originally were a little bit too cluttered, and then I didn't realize I drew a bee. And I decided to add the two butterflies back in to have the same three butterfly things, but just look a little bit different. And yeah, I also made the butterfly shape of the main butterfly on her cutie mark look more like a little heart, because I think that's really a cute idea and adds to like the helping animals aspect. And yeah, I really like how she came out. She might be my favorite, or definitely one of my favorites, because she's my favorite character and I have a bias. And I think that's all I have to say about FlutterShy, and I hope you guys like her too.
Kindness. The spirits of the elements of harmony are right here!
And now this is kind of technically the end of the video. I decided to add one more drawing of more chibi styles of them, the slightly like taller chibis, which definitely you can tell more in different designs than Twilight's, because she's just the average height. And also I wanted to experiment with different outfits that I would have given them if I didn't give them the outfit I gave them, most likely. Also, I really wanted to, for some reason, draw a farmer's tan on Applejack. And that's another reason I did this. I decided to do like a group photo. It also shows the sizing comparison of all of them together, so it'd be like a more fun way of showing that. Doing the more sporty outfit here for Rainbow Dash. Twilight has basically what she had before, just with a tight skirt and then a shirt instead of a long sleeve shirt underneath a sweater vest, but she still has a sweater vest, just a different one. With Rainbow Dash, I decided to do like the little clip thing that, you know, like the hair clip up, and that hair clip looks like a cloud. I didn't know what I wanted to do for poses. That was the difficult part with most of these. I just did for fun draw a little chibi thing, so then I can actually talk more at the end if I wanted to. Yeah, I think all the designs came out well. They all probably become friends the same way of like Twilight coming, you know, the elements of harmony stuff. I know some people switch Rainbow Dash and Applejack's elements of harmony, but I like the idea of Applejack being honesty and Rainbow Dash being loyalty. Rarity's outfit is like those like jacket top things that go into like the big skirt, and I saw one person wearing it. I'm like, that's a really pretty outfit. So I put on Rarity with I couldn't decide at this point if I wanted her to have shorts or long leggings that go into her shoes. I think I decided on the long leggings at the end. Applejack, I just gave the classic other cowgirl outfit of a tied flannel, but I gave it short sleeves so I could give her a farmer's tan. which I don't know if you end up seeing in the end, so you know that's kind of funny. And then some bell-bottom jeans, but more bell-bottom-esque, with little apples on the bottom that again were probably sewn on by Rarity for a cute design thing. I'm just bouncing around designs. Pinkie Pies, I didn't know what to do, so I just drew something and went with it. I really enjoy My Little Pony, even still to this day, going back and watching stuff from the from G6, from Generation 4. I still find really fun, and I still really like the characters. And I might do more redesigns of other characters, like the Keymet Crusaders, the princesses, some siblings or parents or something. Other characters. Or I might completely forget about all that and not do them at all. Maybe one day I'll do more characters from this, more redesign videos. But I really enjoyed making this. Also, another outfit that was inspired by real life was FlutterShy's top. I have like a sweater like that, kind of. So I really want to give to the original FlutterShy design. I kind of wish I did underneath the thing, but since I didn't, I wanted to make another design with it. And I just shortened up the skirt I gave her, and I gave her some, like, the wrap-up sandals. That's the name. But besides that, the designs just, like, got chibi-fied and outfits changed. The posing was difficult. This will end up turning into, like, a cute little photo of them. You can see how tall FlutterShy is compared to the rest of them, and how tall Applejack is still compared to the rest of them. So you can see how it goes: FlutterShy, Applejack, Rarity, Twilight, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, even though Rainbow Dash is now sitting down. I will say this ends up becoming like a Polaroid photo look, and they all have their name signed on top, and that was the difficult part, making them all have unique, like, signature looking things. Rarity's was probably most difficult and took me the longest, you'll see. And then Applejack's was really simple because she would just have the basic handwriting. I also forgot to mention that FlutterShy's hair is supposed to be like that, like, messy half up hair. That's like a messy bun on top of the hair that's half up. That's, I think, the only thing I really forgot to mention. And Pinkie Pie's hair is down. I also give them more shiny eyes. They'll see. And they're like cutie mark symbol in their eyes to more chibify them. And I think I'll do that for more chibis if I do more chibis, which I probably end up doing. I also went crazy with the highlights, and it gave them this really bubbly look, which I kind of really like and think came out cute. And I only shaded them with one color. And if you feel like it, tell me what your favorite designs were in the comments down below. Also, who your favorite pony is. I hope I did her justice. But I think these designs came out cute, and I hope... Thank you, everyone. I'll just leave the rest of this to play with some music in the background, probably, unless I pop in and say something else. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you come back again. I don't know. What was my outro? Thank you, everyone, for watching this video. I hope some of you enjoyed it, and bye-bye!
That's what you are to me.